Welcome back to Primetime Seniors. Probably the #1 resolution of the new year for many people is becoming more fit or getting healthier. A lot of people don't think of chiropractic care as a way to do that, but joining me now is Dr. Joseph Haven of Main Street Health Center. Last time you and I talked, we were talking about some of the myths surrounding chiropractic care, one of those being that it's solely used to treat back and joint pain.
Well, I think because chiropractic care is so effective at treating back and joint pain that we tend to get pigeonholed. That, along with the fact that chiropractors actually deliver their adjustments primarily to the spine, that there's the association with the back. But to fully understand how chiropractic works, we really need to take a look at a model. So I'm going to use my spine model, and this just represents a spine with the head being up here and the pelvis being down here. When we look at the spine, we see that the brain is up here, and from the brain comes the spinal cord, which is housed inside these vertebral bodies. From the cord come 31 pair of nerves that branch out at each vertebral level. The brain, the spinal cord, and those nerve roots make up the nervous system. These nerve roots come out, they branch out, and they go to literally every cell in our body. So every cell has a phone line or communication to the nervous system. The nervous system is the master system. It controls all the other systems in the body. So as chiropractors, what we look to do is correct what we call subluxations. Subluxations are simply misalignments of the vertebra. The word subluxation means less than a dislocation, but not in the proper alignment. So when bones, or particularly vertebral bones, are out of alignment, they can put pressure or tension on a nerve root, which means wherever that nerve is going, whatever the function of that nerve is going to be altered.
So say I am experiencing some arm pain traveling down the arm. How would we look at that model and figure out what's going on?
Well, the first thing we would do is do a palpatory exam of this area, because it's this area that houses what we call the brachial plexus, which is the network of nerves that actually comes down and controls the arm. So we would take x-rays, do that palpatory exam, and then determine how we wanted to make the corrections in this area. And as we made those corrections, in most cases, the patient's going to gradually see symptomatic relief. This problem is actually very similar to what is a little bit more common, which is sciatic pain. So when a patient has pain running down their leg, it's going to be because of some nerve irritation somewhere along in this lumbar or sacral area, the lower part of the spine. That nerve being irritated, and then that contributes to the sciatic nerve.
Now, how would this apply to other areas of health issues?
Well, again, if we go back to the principle that the brain, the spinal cord, and these nerve roots make up the nervous system, and that the nervous system is the master system and controls all the organs, glands, muscles in the body, then the same principle holds true that we discussed with the arm pain or the leg pain, and that is, if a nerve is being irritated and that nerve goes to the heart or the lungs or the liver, then over time that organ just isn't going to function optimally. It's not going to be getting the right signals from the brain, and over time that just makes an organ more susceptible to disease. To put this in perspective, because for most lay people this is a very new concept, but to put it in perspective, if we take what is treated medically that is not of an emergency or crisis nature, it's estimated that nearly 90% is considered idiopathic, another big word meaning unknown origin. So when a patient goes to their medical doctor and they have fibromyalgia or chronic fatigue or irritable bowel or headaches or gastric reflux, those conditions are usually diagnosed as idiopathic, unknown origin. There's lots of medications they can take to manage the symptoms, but in most cases, the medical doctor doesn't really know what's causing the problem. And what we find very often is patients will come in with low back pain, but in adjusting the spine, some of these other visceral conditions actually improve.
Well, Dr. Joseph Haven, I want to thank you so much,
thank you
as usual, especially explaining how the system works in our body and how really chiropractic care can lead us to better health. Thanks so much.
Thank you.